between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
A legacy player in the NFL, Cedric Wilson, 602 yards last season. Nearly beat his father's best season when he played in the league. The Miami Dolphins, they're betting that Wilson can surpass not only his dad, but become a big-time player in their revamped passing game. Nice catch there for a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The Dolphins at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. They always tough NFL.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Edmonds fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Edmonds again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Credit Melvin Ingram, able to get into the backfield and make the stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Bridgewater. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now Cook running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Man, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Running left, here's Edmonds. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. They run the counter with Cook, and he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Allen's throw is complete. On the move past the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, here's the run with Cook. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense.
And now the rookie's free. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Dolphins 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action now. Bridgewater. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. That's complete to Davis. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Cook, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Allen off the play fake. The left side caught by Diggs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 14.
run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. On play action, it's Bridgewater. It's caught inside the 25. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down.
Bridgewater again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
On play action, Allen. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
He's got room past the 30.
And he's got some space here. 30, 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant.
And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. They find some open field here. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Again, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not.
There he goes, right side, the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. There's the stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 20. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top